Your brain is not fixed. It is not finished. It is constantly evolving. The question is, who is in control of that process? Because whether you realize it or not, your brain is being shaped every single day by your choices, by your habits, by your thoughts. And one of the most powerful tools to shape that evolution is discipline. Discipline is not punishment. It is not suppression. It is not about living a joyless life. Discipline is the skill that allows freedom. It is the ability to take control of your mind, so you are no longer a slave to impulse. It is because they never train their brain to work for them. They live in reaction. They're pulled by urges, pulled by emotion, pulled by comfort. And without discipline, there is no anchor. Decide who you are, then act like it until it becomes your reality. If you are constantly in spaces that invite distraction, then your discipline will always be under attack. Rewire your space to support your growth. Remove the temptations. Create a space where your goals are the focus, not your urges. If you drink coffee in the morning, add 2 minutes of planning to that ritual. If you take a lunch break, add a short walk or a mindset reset. Small upgrades done consistently create a disciplined life over time. It is the key that unlocks potential that laziness and distraction keep locked away. Design your surroundings so that discipline is the default, not the exception. Know what your daily priorities are. Let your system run the day. Do not leave it to chance. Because if you do not have a plan, your brain will default to the path of least resistance. Your brain adapts to what is normal. Make excellence your normal. They understand that waiting for motivation is giving your brain an excuse to delay. Instead, they rely on commitment, on structure, on decisions made in advance. You are either strengthening the part of your brain that leads or the part that follows. The part that builds or the part that avoids. You become disciplined by doing what is hard repeatedly until it becomes who you are. Discipline is about strengthening the executive center of your brain, so you can make choices that align with your values, not just your cravings. Because your feelings are not always honest, your brain is designed to seek comfort, to conserve energy. But comfort rarely leads to growth. Discipline is what moves you beyond that primitive drive. It is what allows you to pursue what matters even when it hurts. The reason most people stay stuck is not because they lack intelligence or opportunity. Rewiring your brain starts by understanding this. Every time you make a choice, you are reinforcing a neural pathway. But this is not a one-time shift. It is a practice. Like training a muscle, you do not become disciplined by reading about it. It starts with one decision. The decision to no longer be ruled by how you feel in the moment. The first step in rewiring your brain for discipline is identity. If you continue to see yourself as someone who struggles with consistency, then your brain will follow that identity. But when you begin to say, "I am disciplined," even before you fully feel it, you begin to give your brain a new target. Your self-image creates your behavior, and behavior reinforces self-image. It is a loop. Break it by stepping into the identity first. Next is environment. Your brain takes cues from what surrounds you. Set triggers, set routines. Then comes habit stacking. Do not try to overhaul your life overnight. Attach new disciplined behaviors to things you already do. Another important part of rewiring is resisting the need for motivation. Ultra-disciplined people do not wait to feel like it. Create a system. Know what time you will wake up. Know when you will train. The more you follow your plan, the more your brain starts to recognize that this is who you are now. The neural pathways for distraction and delay weaken. The ones for discipline strengthen. There will be moments when your mind resists. That is normal. Expect it. Your old patterns will not go quietly, but that resistance is proof of progress. It is about becoming someone who can endure what most people run from, with effort, with growth. And that is when you know the rewiring is working. The cold shower, the early alarm, the workout you do not feel like doing. These are not just actions. They are signals. From keeping promises to yourself, messages to your brain that you are in charge now. When you master your mornings, you start mastering your decisions. When you no longer need to debate with yourself about what to do, you just do it, because that is who you are now. Decide who you want to be. Design your environment to support that version. Stack small habits. Stop waiting to feel ready. Take action anyway. Build discomfort into your routine. Let discipline become your baseline. When you eat clean, you think clearer. When you follow through on one commitment, you build the confidence to follow through on the next. To face any challenge with courage because you trust yourself now. Discipline is what brings them to life. The decision to no longer let comfort be your guide. It means your brain is changing. Keep going. Builds tolerance for discomfort. Discipline lives in discomfort. It is not about suffering endlessly. Your reward system begins to shift. Instead of seeking dopamine from quick hits, your brain starts associating reward with progress. You start craving the grind, not because it is easy, but because it makes you better. You feel pride, not from indulgence, but from integrity, from showing up. Discipline is contagious. One area of your life strengthens another, and with time, your entire identity shifts. You stop seeing discipline as effort. You start seeing it as a standard. This is just what you do now. You train, you work, you focus. You follow through. You lead yourself. That is the ultimate rewire. They do not spiral. They do not let one bad day erase a month of effort. They reset. They refocus. They recommit. But even the most disciplined people face setbacks. What separates them is how they respond. That resilience is part of discipline. It is not about never falling. It is about always getting back up, always choosing growth, always taking the next step. So if you want to rewire your brain, start here. Because in the end, your life is a reflection of your standards, not your goals. Goals are dreams with deadlines. Rewiring your brain is not easy, but it is possible. It is not instant, but it is worth it. And it begins with a decision. Discipline over everything. Not because it sounds good, but because it works. Because it builds. Because it creates freedom. The freedom to live on your terms. To build a life you are proud of. This is your moment. Your mind is ready. Start rewiring it today. One decision at a time. One habit at a time. One win at a time. Discipline over everything. Always.